I don't know. You had one job, Ted. One fucking job to tell me that the British folks had changed their clocks a week before we did. We're changing our clocks this weekend coming. Poor Stephen's been sat here for an hour, Ted. What have you got to say for yourself? It's not my bloody problem, really. I've only got one job, and that's twiddling the knobs. I'm going to go and do that. Apparently, he's going to go and twiddle the knobs.
Okay.
Good boy.
Yeah.
Oh, good boy.
He needs to get his act together. That's what he needs to do.
That's right. Incredible.
Absolute shower. Absolute shower.
Yes, it is. The other thing we need to do is get this banner sorted out, don't we? To have the correct address for Surreal products up there. The one that says, get your products from Stephen. Online coach. Onlinecoach.surreal.com.
Yes.
That's what I should say. There it is, Money Penny.
Yes.
Yes. So, if you want some Surreal products, you should order those from Stephen.
Is that your Sean Connery? Your Sean Connery?
Yes, it is, Money Penny. Not bad, isn't it? I don't know.
I'd like to be able to do Roger Moore.
Well,
that's what she said. So, come on.
Exactly. It takes all sorts, doesn't it? Yes. All right. So apparently I've got the time wrong. No, the time is still 7 in the morning here until next weekend, when it will be 6 in the morning at this point.
Correct.
And next weekend it'll be an hour later, so we'll be back in sync again.
Yeah. So
we do apologise any viewers that were confused to that, or any co-hosts that were confused by any of that.
Yes.
Goodness gracious. The grandma's in the house, of course. Hello, Wendy. Good to see you.
Oh, is that her name? I never knew that.
That's Wendy, apparently.
Oh,
I didn't know that either until she told us.
Yeah, I've seen her house in a lot of children's gardens.
Wow, lovely.
Wendy House.
George is here.
Not a Wendy House? No, you don't know what that is.
I did know what a Wendy House is, yes.
Okay.
I just completely missed the reference. I was like, moving on to the next thing. Yes, right, it's a nice sunny day in the UK. What, all of it? It's not cloudy anywhere in the UK, it's all sunny.
I've been here all day, so I don't know.
Oh,
see,
right.
farmers, actually, I'm going to stick up for farmers, because many people defend the change in the clocks for the benefit of the farmers. The farmers don't care. They don't like
give a shit.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
Dear oh dear. Dear oh dear.
Invictus.
Good morning from Finland.
Finland.
Go on, Stephen.
Well, I was just going to say, did you? No, I've got nothing to say about Finland, actually. Sorry.
Have you not? Finland. Monty Python had a song about that.
Did they? I did not know that.
Yeah, it started the way I just sang.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how it goes after that, though. I forgot.
I like the knights who say knee. I think that's quite funny.
Knee.
Yeah.
Icky, patangzu, boom.
And of course, the mere flesh wound scene.
Yes.
It's very funny. Maybe okay.
It is, indeed. There's a whole bunch of bigots up in here. Maybe it's because they've all been sat here for an hour waiting. Oh, dear. Dear, dear. Yes.
We've officially started now.
We have. Idaho's in the house. Maine is in the house.
Now the rain in Maine stays mainly on the plain, I'd imagine.
The rain in Spain falls mainly down the drain.
Does it? Uh-huh.
I don't know. That's just what I was taught as a kid. As it turns out, by the way, a parent who was silly. Anyway, yes, go on, Stephen. By the way,
happy belated birthday in person. I came onto your 54th birthday bash.
Yes, you were spotted at the camouflage training. Yes.
Yes. I must get better at that. But what I would say is, you're 54. I'm 61, mate. So you're a spring chicken.
Yes. A spring chicken indeed. Yes. All right. How do the jab things cause blood clots? Well, the spike protein is reacted to in certain circumstances by the human body in a violent fashion under certain circumstances, and part of that massive cascade of cytokine storming and stuff clots and amyloid plaquing form in the bloodstream. That's how it seems.
And if you're worried about it, you can do a D-dimer blood test. You can get your clotting factors measured.
Yep.
Is that us
You
bands
can also, probably. You can also take nattokinase and bromelain are quite good, I'm told, at breaking down spike protein. Yes. So the USA is well represented here this morning, aren't they? My time
It
this morning.
is, yeah.
This evening your time. This afternoon theirs. The roosters woke them up. Good. Happy birthday. Yes, it was a few days ago now. I'm over it. Heading towards the next one.
Just history, isn't it, now?
Yeah. State-controlled Chester.
Good old Neil.
As in
Hello, Neil.
Chester, UK, is it? Is that the Chester you mean?
Yeah.
Right,
yes.
Neil Franks, right.
He's the one who spotted me in Portugal
All right.
when I was on holiday and came out of a shop and went, "You're Coach Stephen," and I thought, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I am." Hello, Neil.
I've been spotted around the place several times as well, and people have recognised me. I've gone, yeah, yes. Guilty.
Guilty.
Yes.
You seem very subdued today. Are you okay?
Do I? Oh, yeah. I mean, there's
very
nothing any different from usual. I mean, basically, the world is fucked, and people are stupid, and the legacy media here in the communist state of New Zealand are unbelievably burying the lead story under the carpet and not reporting on it at all, as in the leader of the opposition Labour Party here in New Zealand is absolutely, patently, unassailably guilty of criminally negligent homicide, multiple counts, no question, with receipts, not a word, crickets. Instead, they're asking him about what he would do about the price problems with gasoline/petrol. To which he answered, well, we're not the government. It's not our problem. That's some real good leadership there from the opposition leader, isn't it? Never mind the fact that he's a criminally negligent homicidal maniac. Apparently.
Yes.
Doesn't make the news.
No.
So if we weren't banned, now we are. Good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Here we go. There's one for you, Stephen. You can start on that and I'll add anything that needs to be added after you've done with it. I'll read the question for you because I know you like that kind of carry on. Here it is.
Yes.
Can you explain the fallacy that saturated fat intake is the cause of insulin resistance?
Well, yeah, it isn't. There you go. Right.
Excellent. Good. I'm glad we covered that off. Oh,
see,
God.
If you start with insulin resistance as a false premise in the first place, which of course is referring more to the physiological protection of the cell being clever and not translocating the glutaphore onto the membrane, that's the first thing.
There's some big words.
Yeah, well, basically saying the cell is clever and it doesn't want to uptake glucose because it's already replete with the requirements that it needs. Secondly,
Love it.
there was a study that is done in vitro and also with mice, and that these are both ridiculous because it's nothing to do with saturated fat, because guess what they did? They didn't have an absence of carbohydrates. They also included carbohydrates and completely made the study completely useless. Absolutely.
Because we all know what happens when you mix carbohydrates and fats together, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we elicit?
Right.
We elicit something. But anyway, is that enough? Is that enough?
That'll do it, really, at the end of the day. Yeah. So I think you've quite eloquently stated that. I don't really need to add anything. It is a complete fallacy from the very ground up, in that, as Stephen has already said, insulin resistance is itself a fallacious construct. So to then go, so what causes it is actually redundant. It happens because it's supposed to. It's a physiological response designed to protect your cells from the damage that they would experience were glucose allowed to pour into a cell according to its concentration gradient. It's not a problem, it's not a pathology, and it's not the etiology or underlying cause of any secondary disease process, like diabetes, because I think you'll find the cause of diabetes is the symptom of diabetes, and that is elevated blood glucose and nothing else.
Yeah.
So, here we go. Happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me. Carnivore Invictus is called Stephen.
Stephen, by the way, that's a good surname as well.
Stephen, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that one.
Ted's changed his name on X a bit too. He's now known as Darth Correctus.
Is that
so
your
he says
actual...
something. No, he's still called HRH_Ted, His Royal Highness Ted. AKA Darth Correctus. And he says something dark side, something complete.
Right, okay.
And he also mentions next Tuesday quite a bit over there on X. Hey, listen, by the way, while we're talking about X and Ted's carry on over there, I've mentioned it before and I'll mention it again, because for goodness sake, it seems that people that follow you, me, us on the YouTubes, Stephen, are hopeless at responding to perfectly straightforward, perfectly reasonable calls to action.
What does that mean?
It means if we say, can you guys help us out here?
Oh, right, yes.
It would be nice if they'd actually fucking do it. We give up our time to you people for free on a weekly basis without expectation to provide our vast knowledge to you, education, entertainment. We ask very little. One of the things I've asked for repeatedly is for people to go en masse to the X platform and get involved in Ted's discussions, specifically at this point in time with one particular protagonist, that being that absolute shit stain, not really a competent doctor, Terry Simpson, who was a guest on my show a few weeks ago, made a complete fool of himself, absolutely showed his destitution of comprehension of anything remotely related to good scientific rigor, discipline, or even basic conversational or debating skills, showed what an idiot he is, and instead of apologising, withdrawing and going, I've been taught a lesson there by a superior intellect, he's gone back to the X platform and doubled down on his ridiculous, pustulous, excremental nonsense and started flooding the platform with voluminous AI-generated FFM slop. And not enough of you are climbing all over him. And I'm pissed off. Get your asses over there and fucking get it done. There are your orders. While you're at it, go and buy Cerule from Stephen. I'm sick of fucking asking you to do that too. It's for your own fucking good. This hurts me more than it hurts you, children. Right, okay. Back to the other act. Right, Healing Humanity. What about it? Has a great video on the proper risk factors. No, there are no risk factors. There is no such thing. Risk factors do not exist. That is a buzz term. Angry professor today. Grumpy one. Right, I've since purchased and received your book Guide to Blood Tests, Stephen. It's very good.
Thank you, Neil. Yes.
Yours. All right. Tell us about your Cerule trial with the lovely Jane.
Well, it's gone very well. She has not complained of those aches for about 3 days. Do you know what? We took our eye off the ball. You know when you have an absence of something, you don't think about it anymore? Well, that shows
you mean like sex? No wonder I'm angry.
Well,
carry on.
I want to get into that. Yes,
That's what she said.
Yeah, Not bothered her probably for about 3 days now, 3-4 days. So yeah.
Excellent. Good.
Yes, very good.
So there you go. Stuff does what it says it does on the tin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. All right.
Thanks for asking, by the way.
Yes.
Appreciated.
Indeed. What makes many Westerns get wrinkles very fast, unlike Middle Eastern people? Is it from glycation, genetics, or sun exposure?
Well, there is a genetic element because we know this from those in the Middle East. They have more melanin, but that's going to make sense because of the sun exposure. So none of these things are, isolated. It's all connected, almost like physiology, that where you live is going to make a difference to your skin type. So it's probably that. It's probably that, I think. I don't know much about skin types, really. All I know is I'm quite wrinkly, but,
You're
that
not,
was it.
Stephen.
Well,
For a young man in his early 60s, you don't look a day over about 40.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's very kind.
And me, a young man in my mid-50s, people tell me I don't quite look that either. It's these filters we use, mainly on the cameras, of course.
Yeah.
In real life, we look terrible, don't we?
Yeah. Well, you haven't aged. That's one thing I'd definitely say because, it's really hard to see it. If I watch an old video of you, apart from the fact that you swear a lot more, there's no
fuck I do.
Sorry about that. But yeah. Yeah, that's it really.
Yeah. No, you're quite right. I don't feel like I have visually aged in probably 15 years.
Yes.
Which, funnily enough, is about the period of time I've taken cereal products and been carnivore, give or take.
Yeah.
For various, bits and bobs of that. Hello, ketone-fueled violin girl from New Zealand. I'm from New Zealand too, if you didn't know that. You probably did know that because you just listened to me speak and you'd go, oh, there's a Kiwi. I was in London one day and I was at a backpackers and talking to the girl on the desk and she had a clear, absolutely, really thick New Zealand accent. And I was like, oh, where are you from? And she said, New Zealand. I went, yes, obviously. What part? Same question for you, ketone-fueled violin girl. Let us know in the chat. What part of New Zealand are you from? Tasman district here. Well, actually, we're in the independent sovereign nation of Pimbatia. We have seceded from New Zealand because basically, well, it's a shit show, isn't it? Tell us more. Tell us more.
She plays the violin, obviously.
Well, that would seem to be a bit of a giveaway. My sister used to do that when she was young. Suzuki method. You know how Suzuki method teaches kids to play violin and other instruments? That's the repetitive thing. They play instead of playing a song through, they play every note 4 times before they move on to the next one. Oh my God. Anyway. I've never got over it. Right. Insulin resistance is the body recognizing the insulin isn't working. Not quite. Because the mitochondria has locked the door. Yes, that bit's correct. It's an analogy. It's reasonably apt. So it stops making so much insulin? Question mark? No, the exact opposite. The body reacts to the insulin not working by making more of it up to a point. When you get beyond that point, though, what then happens is, well, diabetes type 1 starts to occur.
Yeah. I mean, you can get into this in the weeds, if you like. So there's a thing in the eye. So people talk about problems with the eye for diabetics. So there's 2 big reasons. One is eliciting the polyol pathway, which becomes sorbitol, which is osmotic and all that and stuff. But the other thing is there's a thing called RPE, which is retinal pigmentation endothelium. And that is under your, what we go in, under, what's happening? Right, so under the rods and cones there is a single cell layer called the RPE. Now, your rods and cones at the tips, at the end of the day, what happens is there's phytocytosis from the RPE. It takes the fatty acids, right? It takes the fatty acids from the cones that had that there, and then the rods, and it makes ketones, and the ketones feed the eye. Now, when you have a lot of insulin, What does insulin do? It stops off ketogenesis, so it stops the eye making its own ketones. There you go. Mechanism.
There you go.
I thought
Mechanisms, boys and girls.
I thought we get a little bit rabbit holey just for one thing. So I think this is such a cool thing. I've written a Substack about it. Next week it'll be out with all the mechanisms, all the papers and stuff like that. And it just shows the human body is so amazing. It just is so nuanced, fantastic. And you don't need loads of insulin.
Mechanisms, boys and girls. Just anecdotes, though. No actual evidence. Bark, bark. No actual evidence. Bark, 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 bark.
How are you, Michelle, wherever you might be in the world? Lovely woman, Michelle. Miss her, do you? No.
I thought you'd appreciate a little bit of nuance there, Bart.
I did, absolutely. I'm just keeping the vibe of the show rolling. That's what I do.
Sorry.
I pretend to be the one that doesn't know much when we're doing...
Well, I know you know more than me. I have no problem with admitting that.
However, it's about sharing the limelight, isn't it?
Oh, okay. All right.
Some of the best comedians are the ones who actually are the most generous with throwing the lines to other players.
Oh, without a doubt, actually. I think Seth MacFarlane is a very good example of that, actually. Not just in comedy, but in general. I think his show, The Orville, is fantastic. Have you seen that? The Orville, have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen The Orville.
If you like Star Trek and you like Family Guy, but you also like a really cracking story, The Orville, Series 2, is superb. And he lets everybody have the best lines. He really does. And he writes it, directs it. You know, it'd be brilliant. Really generous. Anyway.
Okay. Can either of you gentlemen discuss problems with immunotherapy for gallstones and pancreatitis? Quite different conditions, aren't they?
Very odd.
Asking for a friend. She's very weak and not getting better. Antibiotics for months too. Go on then. Tell us about it.
Well, you know, I know April. She's great, and I would think there's more to this than in the question, because immunotherapy is normally cancer related. I'm not saying that your friend has cancer, but that does surprise me for gallstones and for the pancreas. So I would probably want to know more. I mean, this isn't a doctor's forum. This isn't medical advice. It's for education, but. April, I definitely would want to know more about the situation, because to me it seems like there's probably more going on. There's probably more than gallstones.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I read that, I thought to myself, gallstones, immunotherapy, what the fuck?
Yeah, doesn't go together, does it?
No. Yes, tell us more, but not necessarily here on this forum. Talk to Stephen behind the scenes. Yes, very good. Yeah. Good afternoon. Is there any correlation between Raynaud's and dizziness/fainting?
Yes. Well, it's a dysregulation of the autonomic nervous system. So for people that don't know, Raynaud's presents itself as white fingers for some people. That's because your vessels, vasoplasm, they're, basically, there's a problem with your circulation. So yes, if that's happening, you will get dizziness and fainting. Your sympathetic system has gone into overdrive a little bit, and you can actually there is manipulation of the cervical region where the nerves are that can actually resolve Raynaud's. But anyway, because C3, 4 and 5 keep you alive, and you can actually work that area, palpate that area, and actually see the Raynaud's go. How do I know that? Because I've done it. I've actually done it. But all you're doing is you're working with the nervous system, and you're just changing what's going in. So, yeah, definitely. And there's a correlation between people that get Raynaud's and also postural hypertension. So, yeah, there is definitely a correlation.
Very good.
Definite.
Hello from Wales in the west. Hello from Wales. The carnivore cyclist. Right.
Spoke when you're spoken to.
That's right. I bet they give you heaps about not eating carbs as a cyclist.
Yes. Oh, boy.
Hello, Angela. Good to see you. Are you on X, Coach Stephen?
Yes, but I don't do much on it regarding nutrition.
Neither do I.
I do
I'm
the
not on
live
X.
streams. Yeah, I do the live streams to X, but I don't
nice.
really engage very much.
Yeah. Good. Did you like Ted's recent post about calories and Terry Simpson?
Didn't see it.
Well, that's the problem. People are not looking for Ted's posts and not
They were
engaging in his discussions
It's
with
terrible.
the criminally incompetent buffoon Terry Simpson. He really is terrible. Ted is
He's really
terrible,
got under your skin, hasn't he? He really has.
No, I'm just trying to bolster the interaction thing, really, because Ted feels a bit lonely over there on X. Does Ted?
Mm-hmm.
He's a bit sick of playing second fiddle here, I think, and he wants his own thing. So I'm just trying to encourage the boy, really. So get over there and support Ted.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So he's on X, but you're not.
No, I'm not on X. No, I'm banned on X.
Okay.
Because I got banned when it was still Twitter, and they haven't unbanned that profile, and I can't be bothered making a new one. So there it is.
Second fiddle.
Yeah. What is the word that I should use instead of risk factors? Associates, correlates, cofactors, collineates, covariates. They're all words you can use other than risk factor. Because risk factor, the problem with the word risk factor is it implies, nay, demands a mechanistic cause and effect link between X and Y. If X is a risk for Y, you have to be able to tell me why that is so. Otherwise, it's an associate. Example, ice creams and sunburn. They are absolutely connected, predictably, highly connected. Does that mean the cause of sunburn is ice cream? Yeah. Yes. Right, looking for questions. Here we go. Here's a question. Very good. I heard that certain people on high-fat carnivore may struggle to clear out lipid particles from their body. Any truth to that? And anything that should be done about it?
Me? You're you. Who do you want to
Yeah,
go
you're
first?
you, always you. It's all about you,
Well,
Stephen.
okay.
I'll add bits later if I need to, but I don't usually have to because you usually cover it off.
Well, you see, this is an arbitrary, strange thing. Struggle to clear out lipid particles from their body.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, I don't really understand that, but if you go back a step, therefore you are agreeing straight away that there's a problem with lipid particles. If you say they struggle to clear them out, whereas
right.
that's really not the issue. Yes, there are some people that have lower levels, but I think you'll find that's a phenotype, and some people have higher levels. A phenotype is just a posh way of saying that's what their body has decided to do with the lipid particles. Yes, clearance is not so much of a thing. You could go down the route of looking at oxidation if you wanted to, but what's causing the oxidation? You see, the lipid particle is not the issue. It could be the damage, the insult that you are introducing into the body to make it, say, oxidized. But I don't think it's brilliant. The whole thing, the whole system. There, yes, even things like FH, where allegedly, if you have these high levels of LDL, well, that proves how bad it is because when the young have FH, they die. But what they also forget is if they get into adulthood, they live longer than the average population. So what we know about lipids is rubbish, really, and what most of the mainstream are saying is based on the lipid heart hypothesis, which goes back to 1913 and feeding a rabbit cholesterol soaked in vegetable oil. You know, the whole thing is ridiculous. Sorry if that sounds like I'm being horrible. Yeah, sorry, Savage.
God, don't be sorry about sounding horrible. That's what we do here, Stephen. Well, I'll play bad cop if you like. You can play good cop.
Yeah.
Good cop, bad cop. And then we can swap halfway just to confuse the punters. That'd be fun.
I mean, I've got the Apo E4 thing. I've got the problem. It doesn't bother me. You know.
Do I look bothered?
Exactly.
So ketone-fueled violin girl is in the North Shore City. I used to live in North Shore City. I used to live a lot of places, mind, but North Shore City is one of the places I used to live. Last night I was asked to speak about my carnivore journey and remarkable results. Excellent. Where did you speak? To whom did you speak? Were they receptive to your speaking? Perhaps you'd like to speak about your journey on my YouTube channel publicly. Send me an email. bart.kay.n for Nelly, Z for zebra at the G place.
Bring your violin.
Bring your violin. I'll bring the guitar.
Tell a sad story and play your
Yes.
violin. It could
That's
be
right.
great.
Yeah, it could be awesome. Love it. All right. Yes. Yes.
You haven't done any unacceptable views yet, mate.
I did kind of mention the fact that the New Zealand legacy media
yes.
is not covering the
Yes,
criminal, homicidal, maniacal behaviour of the leader of the opposition, which was undertaken in concert with the then leader of the then government, Jacinda Ardern, who is the most despicable piece of shit ever born and bred in New Zealand, to the point where she can't even live in this country anymore for fear of her own public safety. She has to go and hide. She's that reviled, and quite rightly
Yes,
so.
she is. Yes.
But the fact of the matter is she was not alone. There were conspirators who were complicit, and Chris Hipkins is one of those. In completely unrelated news, Stephen, rope is very cheap. It is not expensive, rope. Just saying.
I get it.
Nothing to do with anything else. Yeah. Yes. Yes. All right. Melted Cheese sent us some dollars. Lovely, lovely. I visited London 3 times. Yeah, I visited London a number of times too. And I am glad I see many people jogging even in their 80s. In London, jogging these days. Perhaps they're being chased by people with knives. Too soon? What do you guys think about jogging or running? Look, the only time you'll see me jogging or running is if someone's chasing me with a knife or something, personally. Jogging and running. Goodness gracious, I'm all about the weightlifting, and I don't do that either because I'm too busy running a farm and trying to run 3 other businesses.
Well, I think if you're interested in sport and you want to be a 400-meter runner, which I would actually call it a sprint, to be honest,
It is.
then it's good. Then it's
Yep.
good. And
Well,
I like
the
the,
thing is-
story. Sorry, go on.
Go on. No, you go.
Well, I like the story Sean Baker had of the guy in his 80s who ran the 200 metres in, I think, 29 seconds. And the guy only started sprinting at age 66. So he was showing that even at 66, you can start running and you can do well. Whether you want to do running or not is a different matter. But if you are interested in that, you can improve even from age 66 and still be running at 80. But of course, the guy was a carnivore. So that's helpful. Anyway.
Right. I'm an advocate for people being involved in running events that are a mile or less.
Yeah.
I am not an advocate for any kind of distance work. And if you are training for a short lasting event like a mile or less, the distance you should run in training is the exact same distance of the event for which you're training and not longer. I know. Remarkable, isn't it? Is a violin like a fiddle? They're the same thing, George, only played differently. It's the same instrument. It is a fiddle. Yeah. The official name for a fiddle is a violin. Unless you're talking about another kind of fiddling, in which case Ted's interested. He's into fiddling, twiddling the knobs.
The word fiddle, actually, for that connotation, comes from the Navy when we used to press gang people to be part of the British Navy. And we'd offer them 3 square meals. And the reason it was square was because it was a square bit of wood. And round the edge was a protrusion, an extra bit of wood all the way around the edge, and it was called a fiddle. And it was to make sure that you all had the same amount of food. Now, if you knew the chef and you had extra food, it would be on the fiddle. There you go.
Well, there you go.
There
you go. Love it. So Violin Girl was asked to speak at a meeting where someone was talking about the benefits of carnivore, and she had to talk about her carnivore story with remarkable results. Well, great. Come and share that same story with us here on the YouTube channel. There you go. There's a challenge for you. It'll be viewed by thousands. It'll be awesome.
Yes.
You'll be famous in your own lunchtime. And also famous in New Zealand, because I am. I have been recognised. I was sat on the beach in Tahuna Nui, which is in Nelson, one time, and it was myself and the good lady Pim and our two little fluffy friends, and this bloke comes up and says, "You're him." I said, "Am I? When did I become him?" And he said, "No, you're Bart Chaos." Oh, good. Thank fuck for that. I thought I was become him. Yeah. It's not the only time, but that was just one that was quite funny, I thought.
That
you would
is
have had to have
funny.
been there.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, maybe you wouldn't have to have been there, but anyway, there you are.
I think there's a Rowan Atkinson story where he says some guy came up to him and said, has anyone ever said you look like Mr. Bean? And Rowan Atkinson said, well, yes. He said, no, I don't think you realise how uncanny it is. You really, really do look like Mr. Bean. He's like, right, okay.
Good. Yeah. It's a bit like I was watching. One of my guilty pleasures is watching some random person on the interwebs on YouTube reacts to a performance by some musician, band or whatever. And this was a couple that were doing a reaction together, and they were doing a reaction to a song that was by 30 Seconds to Mars, an American band, and they were going, "My God, the singer of 30 Seconds to Mars looks exactly like Jared Leto. Wow, he looks like Jared Leto." Yeah, well, there's a reason for that. Anyways, that's for another day. If you don't know who 30 Seconds to Mars is and you haven't heard Jared Leto sing, you need to. He's not just an actor. All right. Right. Question.
Yes, okay, go on.
Have you? That means you're coming into money, doesn't it? If you've got an itchy nose.
Yeah, might be.
It must be all those Cerule sales that you're going to get this week.
Let's hope
Because people
so.
are finally going to get the fucking message that what they need to do is get their fucking Cerule ordered on a wellness pack. It's cheaper that way. That's if you want to pay for it at all. If you don't want to pay for it, send one of us an email and we'll tell you the means by which you can get it for free, ongoingly. Not for a limited time, not for a special deal. This is company policy. You can get your Cerule product for free. It's not even hard. That's what she said.
Da-dum. Yes.
I'm here all week. Right, let's have this question. If you're doing too mad, but you're not fat, adapted yet, would it be, see what I did there? Would it be easier on the system to have a larger gap between the meals, e.g. 10 hours instead of 4?
Well, you see, that's quite a leap from going from 4 hours to 10 hours. I am a big fan of at least 4 hours gap between food because of the migratory motor complex. I think that's a good thing, the cleaning up the debris from your digestion. How do you know you're not fat adapted? That would be another question. But yes, trial and error is the best thing you can do. That is the only way. But I wouldn't go from one extreme to another because that's not being very scientific. If you've got a 4 hour gap and it's not working exactly how you want, I would maybe look at a 5 hour gap. I don't think you need to go from one extreme to the other because that's the way you would do this. But I also would like to know why you think you're not fat adapted.
Yeah.
That's it.
Awesome. All right. Question. If you only get your vitamin D from the sun, do you need to supplement with K2 and magnesium?
Well, if you're getting vitamin D from the sun, that's only one part of the equation, because K2 is not coming from the sun. That's normally, well, there is a little bit of regulation, but if you're looking to get some extra K2 from food, then you've got grass-fed butter, and you've got cheese, and you've got liver, and you've got egg yolks. So if you're looking for a little bit more K2, then you could supplement, but you don't have to. So that's it. Because when your skin is making vitamin D, and I'm sorry if this is sort of going backwards on your question, everything's self-regulated. So the amount of K2 that you require is probably going to be self-regulated. And if you're eating carnivore, you probably have got enough raw material. So that's the first bit. But magnesium, that's a key electrolyte. But again, I don't think, if you're in a sore depleted area and you feel like magnesium's low, I've never seen really any magnesium deficiency either on the bloods. So yeah, unless you've got a symptom which is showing you that there is a shortage of something, I wouldn't supplement. That's what I would do. I would only look at that, and even then I would only look at supplement as a band-aid while you investigate what's lacking in the diet. Because really you should be able to just get your vitamin D from being out in the sun, because that's what we used to do, and everything else should fall into place if you're eating a species appropriate diet. So if you've got any symptoms, take that as, right, this is feedback that there is something lacking in my diet, and try and fix it that way, rather than go, right, okay, I've got whatever that might be, whatever symptom you might have. Oh, well, I'm going to do magnesium. So do it the other way around. Do the diet. Look at that first. So in effect, supplement the diet with more food of a particular type. That's how I would look at it.
Very good. Love it.
Thank you very much.
As usual. Okay, is insulin resistance pre-diabetes? No, it isn't. No. There is no such thing as pre-diabetes. Yep. It does not exist.
I'm laughing because it's a twofer, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, really. Yeah. Number one, insulin resistance is a construct. It's an idea. It's a fallacious idea. I love that word, fallacious.
It's very good.
It's just nonsense, frankly. The thing that the phenomenon referred to as insulin resistance, which is universally described by everybody as some kind of pathology, is not a pathology. It's the effect of the Randall cycle doing exactly what it ought to do based on something like 3,800 million years of evolution, give or take, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And no, it's not the cause of pre-diabetes, because pre-diabetes does not exist. Diabetes is either diagnosed as being in effect or not, and it's diagnosed according to a threshold value, and the threshold value that it's diagnosed according to is blood glucose level, nothing whatever to do with insulin, which is a separate thing. Although they interact, absolutely they do, but the sad fact is that the medical profession don't know how they interact or why. That's why they can't actually get type 2 diabetes under control. That, and because of all that money that's being poured into miseducating physicians and others, that the solution is to eat a bunch of plants. Because it's not. That's not the solution at all, is it, Stephen?
No. Pre-diabetes.
I knew you'd agree with me.
Well, yeah, it's a phrase that was invented by at the National Institutes of Health, I think 2001. So around that time, this is all public record, by the way, because the director of the American Diabetes Association, I think, said it was such a terrible idea. He wished he hadn't been part of it, calling pre-diabetes. And a Cochrane report, when they used to be good, by the way, said that those people with pre-diabetes rarely, if ever, go on to have full-blown diabetes. So it's just a ridiculous phrase. Yes. A bit like 5 a day or 7 a day. It's just it was actually used to scare doctors out of their complacency.
Yes. Yes. I'm going to assume that Alex is another New Zealander in the house today.
Yeah.
Based on the NZ in his name. If you're not a New Zealander, I'm just going to assume you are. There's nothing wrong with just assuming things that may or may not be correct. That's what many people do, don't they? All over the
Yeah,
place.
absolutely.
Like Terry Simpson. He does that. I'm over it. Okay, so is this a description that you don't use X, or is this an instruction for others not to use X? And if so, what's the basis of this instruction? Whose orders?
Why
I'm
would you not
assuming it
use
just
X?
means. I don't know. That'd be a fair question too. Why would you not use X? It's the least bastardized social media platform there is, I think.
Yes.
It's the least controlled, the least censored, the least hijacked, I think.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I thought, well, probably not. I'm never wrong. I thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken. See what I did there? Yeah.
I did it really funny.
Yeah, I know you did. I'm just pointing it out for the audience because they're not as smart as us. I'm kidding. You're all smart. Aren't you? Perhaps Terry Simpson can be measured in a bomb calorimeter. Well, that would be doing everyone a favour.
Nice.
It certainly would go off. There's an amount of adiposity there.
I like it.
Tends to produce the old Carolees, doesn't it, when you ignite it? Yes. Bob Davenport is locked out of X. Did you say naughty things?
He probably did. Well, he probably said factual things. He might have said some truth or common sense.
People don't tend to get locked out of X because X tends to let people say whatever they want. I mean, you ask Ted, everyone's from next Tuesday. So if anything was going to get somebody banned, it would be that, wouldn't it? With that and telling the truth. I mean, my personal X platform, as I said, is locked out because it was locked out when it was still Twitter, and they haven't unlocked it. And I can't be asked. Well, who cares? I'll just let Ted have his own territory over there. He can do his own thing. Yes. Okay. Question. How do you explain to someone that oats are detrimental to gut health? Is there any published work which outlines the physiological mechanisms when consuming such foods? Okay, several threads there, and thanks, Johnny, for the question, because we haven't had many questions from you in the last 48 hours, have we? Did you see my live stream yesterday?
No.
Oh dear. Oh, myself and the lovely Selena Fox did an unacceptable views broadcast yesterday, and Johnny was all over it with the questions. Many questions he had. Many. And here's another one. Go, Stephen. Tell us all about it.
Well, firstly, you can see that oats are detrimental to your health, broadly speaking, by just getting a continual glucose monitor or a glucose monitor and eating them and see what happens. So that's the first thing. I mean, I absolutely fell for porridge oats as my morning breakfast with skim milk. And I've got it here. I've got, when I had the continual glucose monitor, I had this small amount of porridge oats. This is not what I ate. Obviously, it's representing how small it was. And this small amount, with nothing else other than skimmed milk, produced such a spike on my continual glucose monitor. It was unbelievable. And I was having definitely more than that in the morning. And I was also adding honey. But anyway, right. So adenine is the sort of equivalent of a gluten type of thing. Basically, it's the oat storage problem. And that is without a shadow of a doubt bad for your gut health. There are many other things, phytic acid, lectins, all that. It is a grass. That's what it is. That's what oats are. They're from the grass family. And there is published data. I would have to look up who did it because I can't remember, but it's something like, Fasano or something like that, who did extensive studies. And I used that study because I did my Substack ages ago, November 2024, I think. And I used that study to go alongside my continual glucose monitor things to say oats are really bad for you. But the easiest thing to do is to remove oats from your diet and see the difference. I mean, that's it. You know,
exactly. The only thing I would add to any of that is I would highly encourage folks to get over their obsession with wanting to see peer-reviewed or published works on any aspect of hard health outcome in humans over any period of time. The reason I would like to see this obsession dealt with and put away is because there is no extant good quality scientific work in the field of hard health outcomes in human beings. It does not exist. It's rubbish, all of it. How do I know? I spent 20 years working in that industry, publishing works in that field. So I should say, it's all rubbish except my works, which are great. They're great. That's my Tony the Tiger. Did you like it?
It was brilliant. In fact,
Thank
it
you.
was great.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, published work is not going to answer questions for you. It's only going to provide more questions to you. And the first thing when somebody puts a peer-reviewed paper in front of you, you should do is start asking questions.
Yep. Is it a human study? Who
Right.
funded
Is it
it?
an experimental study? Who funded it? What was the sample size? Who were these people? What were their demographics? What was the outcome statistic? What was the noise around that signal?
Is it absolute or relative risk that they're talking about?
That's right.
Should they
And
be using
again,
the
if they're
word
talking
risk?
about risk, why are they using the word risk? Because there's no mechanism here.
Yeah, exactly.
Those kind of questions.
Yeah.
All right.
Amazing, isn't it?
What do you think about conventionally raised pork fat fed on corn and soja? What the hell was that? And its higher omega-6 content. Is that inflammatory and should it be avoided?
Well, as someone has already put in the chat, I'm okay with a bit of pork in my diet. I have no problem as long as it's raised exactly as they say on things like acorns, not soya, if that's soya, by the way. And their omega-6 ratio, yes, is higher. Absolutely. I think that's well known. But we are talking about, in the scheme of things, not eating pork every day. So pasture raised, acorn fed pork can be absolutely lovely. It's very tasty. Yes, it's a monogastric animal, so it's
nothing wrong with a
not
good
as clean.
serving of pork,
madam.
That's what she said. That's definitely what she said. Look, the other thing to keep in mind is that it seems that animal-based mono and polyunsaturates do not present the same problems to the human system that plant-based ones do.
Yeah.
And our only speculation around that I can get a hold of at all seems to be around the deuterium factor more than anything else. It seems.
Deuterium.
Who knows?
Yes.
Harry knows. Harry knows everything. Let's ask Harry.
I had Harry on my program last week, and he was brilliant.
Did you? Did you
But
get more than 3 words in?
No, I gave him free reign after speaking to you. It's like,
Yep. Just talk,
that'll
Harry.
work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's bright. He's so bright. He's so good.
We love Harry. He's awesome.
Yeah.
You just can't have a discussion with him. You get a monologue. That's what you get. It's great stuff. There's nothing wrong with what he says. It's brilliant. It's
it's
just not a
fantastic.
discussion. Yeah. All right. Do you think 10 to 12,000 years of agriculture is enough for some kind of adaptation? And if so, what exactly? Go on, you start.
Well, probably not enough, I don't think. I think evolution moves very slowly. Don't forget, agriculture is still a blink of an eye, isn't it, compared to the life of this planet? So,
Yes.
no, and I think we're still, well, the proof is that we're still suffering from it, because before the agricultural revolution, which it wasn't, we were, as humans, we were taller, we had better jaw structure, we had bigger brain capacity. And since then, if we look at what's going on places like TikTok, I think brain capacity is severely limited. We've all got really bad, a lot of us have got very bad teeth because our jaws are smaller. And you could look at lactase persistence, if you're looking at dairy and all that. So, it's too short.
Yeah, look, absolutely there has been some genetic drift over the last 10,000 years, you bet. But meaningful changes to the genetic structure of any species occur glacially over deep time, not over several millennia. And yes, it does happen in fits and starts. It doesn't happen steadily, glacially. But nonetheless, there has not been remotely enough time to make the adaptations back towards the consumption of eating any amount of carbohydrates. And there hasn't been enough time to adapt to eating the kinds of plants that humans are eating now, because those plants did not fucking exist.
Yes.
Back when we were primates in a tree.
And that's another point, Bart. Sorry, just to get on your coattails there. What we were eating 12,000 years ago from the agricultural fields is not what we're eating from the agricultural fields now. We didn't have glyphosate, for instance. So every time we have a possibility of adapting, stupid humans would change things about how it's grown, or they'll do a hybrid version, or they'll make something sweeter or more bitter or more prone to living against a threat to it. So it's not even the same stuff.
No.
And it's processed differently.
Yeah.
So.
Perfect. Does chemo and radiotherapy affect long-term cognition? If so, how? And what can be done? I think almost certainly yes, because both chemo and radiotherapy will tend to cook you to some degree, and that's going to mess with your cognition. What can be done? I think 5 health hacks is a good approach. What do you think, Stephen?
I think go and watch your 5 health hacks.
The number of the counting shall be 5.
Yeah.
To 5 shalt thou count. To 4 shalt thou not count. Say by then, now then continuous to 5. 6 is completely wrong. It's 5. 5 health hacks you need to know. It's on my channel. Go and watch it. After the show. Not now.
Can I ask, is Johnny Ovadia, is that anything to do with Philip Ovadia?
I doubt it. I don't know.
Okay. It's an unusual name, isn't it?
I guess they might be related. Who knows? Do you recommend breast milk? It has carbs. Wouldn't that be harmful? Oh my God. Go on in.
Well, breast milk for babies is designed to grow the baby. I mean, this is why there are carbs. In fact, if anyone is saying that breast milk is healthy, therefore we should have, as adults, lots of carbs with proteins and fats, that they're not looking at the appropriate time to have breast milk is when you're an infant. And the thing is, I mean, breast milk is not actually the same if you've got a boy or a girl. I mean, this is one of the things that I think you get what's called backflow. So when a child latches on and starts to feed, there's a thing called backflow. So the human body, the mother's body, knows whether that is a boy or a girl that is suckling. So for those people that seem to think you can change your sex, I think suckling babies will actually disagree with you, because mother knows best, because that's biology. So breast milk is not harmful for the age range of the species that it's designed for. So,
Yeah. And the only thing I would add to that is, if you, dear viewer, listener, whoever you may be, if you consume any amount of dairy in your diet and there are no obvious problems associated with that, then there's nothing to fix.
Absolutely.
It's fine. It's a perfectly valid option if that suits you. I, for one, consume quite a bit of raw goat and sheep milk, because that's what we produce here on the farm, among other things. And I don't mind a bit of that in my completely contraindicated coffee, for example, which actually makes it not raw, because as soon as you put the boiling water on it, that actually pasteurizes it, doesn't it? Perhaps. Anyway,
yes. Oh, that's a good point. And I think Carnivore Cam got pulled up about one of his videos where he used raw milk and then cooked it. So, okay.
But I also have been known to have a glass of milk if I just, I fancy a glass of milk. Well, that's raw.
Well, did that come across as anti-dairy then, what I just said?
No.
Did it? No, good,
No.
okay. 'Cause
No,
that's not what
not
I'm
at all.
saying. No,
No.
good.
No, I didn't think so personally. Let's deal with Cecile's question, because this is an interesting one. I'll go first, because why not? Just for something different. I do not recommend books at all on science. Not one. I am the science, me. I'm safe and effective. Never question the science. I'm absolutely to be trusted at all times. And if you want to learn about science, binge watch my YouTube and my other offerings over there on Odyssey, which used to be here on YouTube but aren't anymore because YouTube changed the rules on what was allowed in a video and started applying penalties to videos that broke the rule that they just changed, even though those videos didn't break those rules at the time they were uploaded. That's awesome work, YouTube. So I started the Odyssey and put a lot of my stuff over there. So watch all of it on binge, on repeat. Don't read books, they're nonsense. Stephen, what books do you like?
That one.
Medical Physiology
textbook
by Guyton.
Yeah. I think that if you really seriously want to read a book, that's pretty good. I do think that is pretty good. I do actually agree with Bart in the respect that if you want to know about the body working with this way of eating, that's pretty tough to get from a book. Now, I'm not saying this is a great book. I'm saying it's an appropriate book. So my guide to blood tests in the context of this way of eating is very narrow. It talks about the blood, the reference ranges, and why some of them are going to be different because of this way of eating, and it explains it. And I'd love to keep writing it. And the thing is, a textbook like the one I just showed you is going to be dated, and there is going to be new discoveries. There is going to be gaps. So it's very difficult. One of the things that Coach Peter did is an online accredited course, and I think that's astonishingly good. Eddie Goki's on there. I've done a bit about bloods. You've got Dave Mack, Bella. There's lots of contributions about different things, and it's very up to date. I think that would be something worth looking at. Have you done anything on that, Bart?
On what? Sorry, exactly what topic? I got a bit lost reading forward.
I knew I was boring you there.
Not at all. I was reading forward.
Coach Peter's accredited carnivore course, internationally accredited. Have you written any modules or done anything on that?
He asked me to, and I said yes, I would, and life got in the way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'd love to do it still, but I just don't have time. Like, people are asking me to do all sorts of things, and I'm going, oh yeah, I'd love to. I should really learn to say, look, no, I simply don't have time.
Yes.
I wish I did.
Time is difficult. Yes, it is. Especially when you think you're working at 6 and you end up working at 7.
I know. You can't get the help, can you? I was correct earlier in my assertion about Alex. There you go. It's clearly a North Shore City reunion party this morning here in New Zealand. Ooh, my alarm's going off. It's telling me to wake up. Do. Shut up. All right. Okay. There it is.
So you were drifting off there when I was talking. You haven't been.
I wasn't drifting off. I was reading forward to keep the vibe of the show rolling.
Oh,
and I figured you had it under control, and therefore I wasn't paying ultimate attention because I knew you had it under control.
Yes.
And you were talking about people that I know and trust, so I thought, I don't need to pay that much attention.
Fair enough.
Yes. There are also all sorts of other labels we can apply to Jab Cinder hard on as well. And I do. But carefully around my family because, oh God, my family are all hardcore fucking Labour supporters and they can do no wrong. And they just, sorry family, I love you, but mindlessly repeat the propaganda lines fed to them by the legacy media about how great the last Labour government were and what a great thing they did for humanity, saving us all from the nasty COVIDs though. Makes my blood boil.
Can I read something else?
Go on in.
Bart's Patreon has the anti-anxiety nutrition course, which was super enlightening. I think it has over 60 modules. There you go.
Yep. I do
Well,
have
that sounds
such a
good.
course on my Patreon, which you can access actually for the cost of a couple of cups of coffee a month. $10 US will get you access to that course, and also my new, slowly developing course about how to read literature and critique literature appropriately. How to understand that the published research literature regarding human health is absolute excremental, pustulous garbage, all of it, except my papers. Because I'm the science, I'm safe and effective, never question me.
Yeah. You're settled, aren't you?
I am the sole source of truth.
Oh, yes. I've heard that phrase before.
Which is a phrase used by Jacinda Ardern and her
Yes.
Labour cronies
Yes.
during their criminally negligent homicidal rampage of a few years ago.
Right.
They should
Ah,
swing,
dear.
all of them.
They should. I agree.
Yeah, because swinging is a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'll do my Sid
Right.
James. I shall do my Sid James laugh. You
Go on.
ready?
Yeah. Very good. Yeah. But can you do Winston the dog?
Winston
Oh,
the dog.
yes.
Oh, wow. That's old, yes.
But Winston, will my insurance cover this? Oh, yes.
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 Wasn't that Bob Mortimer, the actual one? Anyway, right.
It was, yes. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Yes. Right.
We're near the end now, aren't we? We're winding down, I can tell.
Oh, God, I'm winding down. Yes. Yes. It's been one of those periods, I think, Stephen, where there's been more draw on my energy than what's been put in. And so as such, it gets to a point where you go, is this actually worth it? All of this.
Oh.
Yeah, we're getting philosophical now.
Yeah.
And I'm not depressed or negative, but don't run away and say that's what I'm suggesting. I'm not. I'm suggesting that sometimes when one's energy gets drawn on more than others put in, it gets to a point where you start thinking, are these efforts worthwhile?
Yeah,
Is there
absolutely.
appreciation? Is there appropriate levels of appreciation? And it's not even the supporters, the followers, those that subscribe that are lacking in the support. Largely, it's the platforms like YouTube that do not
Yes.
help. They unhelp us because we espouse unaccepted narrative. It's like the complicity of the legacy media with failing completely to do their fucking job and report the facts. It's stuff happening that should really never happen. Like my younger sister having a major medical event recently, which I would put down to lifestyle choices and things. Not her fault. Well, it is, but it's not, because she is not someone who studied a lot or has been in education other than in the arts, is not a scientist, trusts the good adults at the government, does all the things, she did all the things that they were told to do over the years, that is. And the result is a young lady with a family to look after who could easily have departed this mortal coil. Easily. It was very, very serious what happened. And this is a person, considerably younger than myself. It's bloody frightening.
Which is
Sorry to be maudlin, but that I just.
well, no, it's the reality. It's the reality of things, isn't it?
Yeah. And also, just to harp on it again, just to make sure I make my fucking point, when the creators the social media influencers like myself and like Stephen, when we come online and say to you folks, here is a call to action, we need your help with something, fucking do it. It's not difficult, any of it. We don't ask for a lot. Okay? Right, I think I've made that very clear today. I hope so. How can I become a coach in the UK, Stephen? With a V.
Well, yes, it was Stephen here with a PH. You can look at the internationally accredited course that's run by Coach Peter in the description to this video on my channel. If you're on my channel, you can book a free call with Coach Peter and he will go through your options. And it's an extensive course, like I say, internationally accredited, and it's designed to talk about this way of eating. Eddie Goki does a great bit about the biochemistry, and there's so many other good contributors. There's also people helping you how to promote. So being a coach isn't just about knowing stuff. It's like how do you get people to contact you and book you, and then what you do once you start and how to motivate them. So it covers all those things. Coach Peter's been doing it like 20 years. It's very good. And we're also looking at, if you want to become an official blood analyst, that myself and Coach Peter are looking at a course just for that, which is going to be a particular qualification, again, internationally accredited. So there's that's what I would do. I would get on a free call with Coach Peter and speak to him, because it's just so good. It's so professionally run. There's so many good modules on there. And once you join, if there's additional modules, you don't pay more. You basically get what you pay for. You get the whole course and new modules as well. So yeah, it's good.
Lovely. Love it. Yes. And I would also, recommend it because, Pete's a good bloke. Stephen's a good bloke. Eddie's a good bloke. They're all good. Ted is also a great bloke. Does he eat fruit and honey though, Ted? Or does he eat native Pimbatians? He eats people that have been to Pimbatia that tell us then that they want to leave. That way we don't have to hide the bodies, you see? People that want to come and visit Pimbatia need to understand that this is actually the Hotel California. Yeah. And what goes in Pimbatia stays in Pimbatia, including people that come here.
I used to be able to play that on the guitar.
Yeah.
But I haven't got the guitar out of the attic for about 20 years.
Oh, well, you better come to Pimbatia then, and you and I will have a jam session. So long as you realise that you can check out any time you like.
Yeah, I know. But I'll never leave. No.
Right.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't do the solo, by the way.
Oh, well, you suck.
Yeah, so I'll do. You're the guitar player,
I could never play that solo either.
Oh, right. There was a brilliant thing with the guitarist from Pink Floyd, Comfortably Numb.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
And it's a guy who's on the internet, and he's brilliant with music. He gets great musicians in, and he then asked them to critique it. So anyway, he said, I'm going to play you, Dave Gilmore, I'm going to play you this solo to Comfortably Numb, and then can you break it down? So he plays this, and he's listening to it, and he goes, and it ends, and the guitarist just goes, yeah, that's really great. Yeah, nothing else needed to be said. It's just amazing.
Not bad. Yeah. Pretty good, actually. Yeah, the Comfortably Numb, well, there's two solos in that song.
Yes.
Obviously, they're both great solos, but obviously, I mean, you'd have to refer to the main or the more extended version as being, a fairly seminal piece of guitar history.
Yeah.
Where, just the way that is constructed and put together is just quite something out of the box.
Yep.
Anyways, yes, David Gilmour. Exactly him. Does alcohol abuse raise blood pressure? Not necessarily. I ceased alcohol abuse on cold turkey on March 17th. Good. Stick with that, George. That's the way to be. You shouldn't be abusing things. That's up to Ted and me. We'll do the abuse, but not of alcohol. Well, I say that. That's not true either. Ted's a bit of a bugger for the alcohol, to be fair.
You should rephrase that, because does alcohol raise blood pressure or alcohol abuse? It's a bit like the words too much, isn't it? You know? So the implication is that you're having too much alcohol. Sorry to be pedantic. I don't mean to be pedantic.
Well, that's fine. That's why we're here. That's why we're here.
Yes.
To sort the wheat out from the chaff.
But you get what I'm going at. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Absolutely. Look, it can do, absolutely, but it doesn't necessarily. And it looks like your blood pressure is pretty good. So,
yeah.
There we go. Okay, what do you think of Saladino's bid to add gyms to airports, as if people need more stress during that time? I think that Saladino is an absolute waste of oxygen. I think he's a complete shit stain. He's a liar. He's a pathological liar. He's also Dunning-Kruger personified. He is scientifically illiterate, demonstrably, and I've shown it time and time again in my videos concerning Saladino. Anyone that listens to Saladino and takes anything he has to say on any topic remotely seriously, well, that's Darwin in action, and you deserve what you get out of that.
Wasn't he recommending sweet potatoes and some other thing?
Oh, my God.
Wasn't he?
Incredible. Yeah, absolutely incredible. Anyways, I've recently made another video about Saladino, which is in the back office being tootled with, and that'll come out at some point. Basically, it's a video that I guess puts forward the posit that Saladino is a pathological liar. Can't help himself.
Okay. Well, he doesn't know you, does he? He doesn't know you.
That's right. He doesn't know who I am, apparently.
No.
That's one of the lies he's told.
Yeah. Because I remember seeing him on your show thinking, wow, that's really strange, because he doesn't know you.
Yeah, either he's got a very poor memory or he's a liar.
Yeah. I know what, yes.
Yeah. That and the fact that he can say things like, the HbA1c test is absolutely sensitive to fructose damage, and we'll read that. And then he puts forward a paper and says, look, here's a paper that proves what I'm saying. And then you read the paper that he's put forward as evidence that the A1C test is sensitive to fructose damage, wherein that paper explicitly states the exact opposite.
Yes. Yes, you have to laugh.
Well, you do. It's either that or you just cry into your beer.
Yeah.
This beer. That one. You go and twiddle the knobs. Good boy. All right. Johnny feels pretty well fat adapted, but when attempting prolonged fasts, he'll feel dizzy. Well, do you need to fast? Why are you fasting? For what reason? What's driving this need to fast? Tell us more.
Well, I think that it's listening to your body, isn't it, really? I mean, if you have an effect from what you've just done, you have to listen to it. And if you're feeling dizzy, your body's probably lacking nutrients. It could be electrolytes. It could be, many things that could cause it. But probably you fasted too long.
Yeah. Okay. Apparently, Violin Girl does not want to be famous. Well, you see, she has a South African accent. I love the South African accent. They say, bot, get in the car, bot. And stuff like that.
And you went, I can't get in the car. That's right.
I can't understand what you're saying with your accent. You South Africans. I can tell you stories about South Africans. I've known one or two, some better than others. It's a story of heartbreak. Anyway, you're not her, are you?
Was it a girl?
Yes.
Oh, dear.
I also met some South Africans that weren't girls, but that's for another day.
Well, that would make
I'm
them
looking at the
boys.
photo now, wondering if it's her. No, it's not her. She lives in the wrong city.
Oh, right.
Okay. Anyway, there we go. Coach
I thought there was going to
Stephen
be a
is
little.
100. Go on.
I thought there was going to be a little harp there, and your picture was going to go wobbly, and there was going to be a flashback. Like they do in movies. No?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm picking up what you're throwing down there. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Coach Stephen, are 100% carnivore?
Nope.
No, neither am I. What do you think about adding some leafy greens just with potassium? What makes you think you're short on potassium?
Exactly. You can if you want. Right. So I have the occasional coffee, which I quite enjoy, and social occasions, like when we went to Portugal, we tried a Portuguese tart. There you go. So I'm one of. I practice what I practice what I preach, because I'm always saying that to people. If you're in Italy and someone says, Mamma mia, this wonderful pasta is from Auntie such and such. She makes it fresh and it's the best pasta you'll ever taste. Go and have a bit of pasta. But, I'm not saying I have pasta every day. So, yeah, I'm not 100%. Potassium is in beef. I've had a lovely piece of salmon tonight. Salmon was wonderful. I also quite like chicken. I had chicken in the week. So that's got potassium. I have the occasional bit of liver. You don't have to have organ meats. I'm just saying.
No.
So I don't feel I'm low in potassium. But if I was
feeling... bit the squirrel.
And where do they hide their nuts? And I was just... If you feel that you've got a symptom of low potassium, I would increase the consumption of one of those things. Try and get it from the food. Pork's one, by the way. Pork has it, by the way, and sardines. So, loads of ways to do it.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of AI or LLMs, but that comment there is quite sensible.
Artificial information, AI. Not intelligence, information.
No, that's right.
The Orville, who I mentioned, by the way, is a really good show, did a fantastic 2-part episode about the android on their ship. It was just amazing. Amazing.
Is he as good as Critters on Red Dwarf?
Completely different. Red Dwarf is just funny,
Yeah.
The Orville is a bit like Star Trek in that it does actually tell a story, which is got a meaning. Sorry, it's Hollywood, but it's not woke rubbish. Put it that way.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go in a minute.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I've got me dinner.
Have you?
Got me. Yeah.
All right.
Jane's got in from Pilates, and she's just said.
In from Pilates. There you go.
Yeah, she's.
What's your opinion on functional medicine? Bloody hell. That's an open-ended question.
Down to the. It's like anything, right? What's your opinion of carnivore experts? Well, it depends who it is. What's your opinion on functional medicine? That depends on the practitioner. It really does.
Yeah, good. Yeah, they are good. 30 seconds to Mars. Will you sing for us? I already have done several times. There's actually a video of me singing on my YouTube channel. Go and find it.
Okay.
Yes, I used to sing and play guitar in rock bands in my 20s.
Ah.
Well,
did you sing or shout? Were you a shouter or a singer?
No, mostly like the kind of music we were playing back then was the 1980s poodle rock. And you know what I mean? But
yeah,
I had ringlets down to the small of my back.
Yep.
Yeah, we had the white. We had the white and the mascara and the black fingernails and the leather and the studded belts and all of it. Yeah. It's a real thing. A thing I did in another life. All right, I'm just scanning for anything really vital.
Well, there's a feral grandma thing, isn't there? Yes.
How do duck, goose, and other alternative poultry stack up for nutrition?
Well, they blow it out of the water. They blow chicken out of the water. Duck and goose. Beautiful, fatty, wonderfulness. Yes, definitely.
The problem with chicken is that it's white meat. Yes, I'm racist.
You get more iron, basically, in duck.
Yeah.
I mean, we had duck last night.
And better
think-
fat profiles too.
The night before, and I think I'm having duck tonight, actually. Fat soluble vitamins. Sorry, it's better. Duck eggs, I can't do at the moment. They're a bit too unctuous, but yeah, it's all good. It's an upgrade. Duck and goose is an upgrade to chicken.
Yeah.
And she's good. That's Wendy, isn't it? Wendy. Yeah. Wendy's in the house.
In the house.
Wendy
Wendy.
in the house. Yeah,
In the Wendy house. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I said humans can't consume calories. That's because they can't. But can you consume calories if you're a bomb calorimeter? No, you bring them forth. You don't consume them. They can't be consumed.
No.
You make them manifest if you're a bomb calorimeter. In the same way that if you're a human being and you're metabolizing food, there is the production of some heat as a side effect of that. Those are calories that you are bringing into being. You are making those manifest from nowhere. Yeah. That's why people can't get their heads around it, because they can't conceive of the possibility of bringing something forth from nothing. Physics is fucked, basically. It's mathematically internally consistent. It's the best model of reality that exists. But there are some things that are absolutely at odds with our everyday common experience of reality as we perceive it to be. That's why people can't get their heads around it. It's too hard for people to actually take on. It's the thing my father used to say, bless him. He used to say, some believe absolutely nothing that you hear and only half of what you actually see yourself. I've kind of lived by it in a lot of ways.
You have, haven't you?
Yeah.
I should have listened to what my dad said to me, actually. I should have listened to what my dad said to me, but...
That sounds like a song.
No,
Anyway,
I
tell
was
us what your dad said.
I don't know. I didn't listen.
He's here all week. Sorry, I missed the feed there.
Yeah,
I was reading ahead again. I'm quite distracted today.
You
aren't I?
are. Yes.
Pay attention, son. Ted, take over. Right, well, that's the end of the show, boys and girls. Ted says that's the end of the show.
Oh, right. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to go and have some food.
All right, look, hey, Stephen, thank you very much for your time, as usual. It's appreciated. Thank you for your rational, sensible input. Thank you for answering the questions. Thank you to all of you who will now go to the fucking X platform and fucking get involved in slagging the hell out of Terry Simpson. Also, thank you to all of you who will go to Stephen's Cerule shop, if you're not already Cerule customers, and become one. Today. Now. Fuck yous. I'm kidding a little bit. All right. Join us next week when there'll be more unacceptable views to share.
At what time? 6 p.m. in the UK.
It'll be because our clocks change this weekend coming, I think it is.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
So we're back to normal. That's good.
So we should be back to in phase with timings or something.
Yeah.
I'll have my people call your people in the meantime. We'll sort it out.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get them onto it when you do that. Right. Brilliant.
Yeah. All right, mate. See you
Thanks
then.
everyone on YouTube. Bye.
Bye. Bye. In stream.